you'd miss so much. He's a scholar of boxing. And there's probably not a man alive who knows more about the all-time greats. He could talk to you about like Harry Greb and Jack Johnson and Stanley Ketchel. He could talk to you about guys that like you never heard before.
Even decided from this moment on to recognize me as the scholar of boxing. Yeah, that's it, Tim. The rope when he got hit with the beautiful shot back and forth. That's the right. That's the right. Hey, leans back and forth with a right hand. People don't know shit about boxing at all. Did you get what you were looking for?
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
It's the motherfucking Jesus. Had to sneak away from the house. I just put the baby to sleep. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm creeping off. Yeah, man. Welcome to the goddamn late night with the motherfucking genius. His Excellency himself, a.k.a. always on motherfucking time. Man, we got a good one. We got a good one. As you can see by the thumbnail, Ryan Garcia is back in the fucking news. And I don't even know what to really make of this. I don't know. Because he be coming with facts, right? Remember he said last time, I got proof. If you guys don't know, I just got this proof. And we were like, okay, we'll release it. I can't release it because they're going to harm me. And you're like, who? Like, okay, well, who's going to harm you? God, nobody's going to harm me because God's going to protect me. It's like he was just all over the place. It's a clear cry for help. And like I said, it's sad that the people around him are just going to pacify him long enough so that he will make them money and entertain the crazy shit that he's talking about. But, I mean, shit, let's get straight to it. Ryan Garcia recently did an interview where he led with prayer, you know. For those of y'all, the doors of the church are open. If there's one, may he come forward. Here we go.
To talk, not as I'm frantic or chaotic or whatever, you know, people may assume that I am mentally ill. What did they say? I'm going through a manic episode or whatever they came about to try to make what I was saying, which was the truth, seem like it was a lie. They're trying to create confusion within the people to make it seem that anything I said was a lie. Everything I said was the truth. And with that being said, I am going to now enter this live with prayer. Father in heaven, I just want you to guide me, Lord. Guide me with your Holy Spirit, Lord, the Spirit of truth, that I say nothing but the truth. So help me, God, Lord. Please, Lord, let me not say one lie, Lord. All I ask is that you don't let me say one lie, Lord, that you let me defend the children that are hurting across the whole world, Lord, and that the experience I experienced, experiences that so many kids experience around the world, Lord, that you shine light on it and that you give me strength, you give me power only through you, Lord. Let the Lord's will be done, not mine. Okay.
The Lord's will be done, not his. You notice he said everything but if I'm lying, strike me dead. He said everything but that, right? But I mean, like, look, it was kind of hard to make fun of this, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I got fucking a sick sense of humor, right? So I had to find the lightheartedness in this. But yeah, he came with some straight facts after that. If you don't believe Ryan Garcia's proof, he didn't show us that much, but I mean, he showed us a little bit. Here's the proof of what Ryan Garcia was telling us all along.
My platform for what? For the kids. So, dude, they're putting hats on me. I'm being serious right now. At the end of the day, I got a lot of people that told me not to do this, that it's going to get bad for me. I don't care. I live for God. I don't live for anybody else. I'm going to touch this really quick. Really, really quick. The rules of satanic worship is it needs to be in your plain sight. That's all I'm going to say. So everything that I'm saying is right in front of your face, and you're not doing anything about it. You're not doing anything about it.
Oh God, Ryan Garcia. Oh my God. So when he provided his proof, he provided statistics in America. And if you took any type of class about human trafficking, it is really, it's fucking crazy when you think about it. It's like when you do the math, it's too high and too alarming for people not to be talking about it, but no one talks about it. So I will give him kudos in bringing awareness to this. I mean, I don't know if he was any aware that if we're any aware than what we already were. I mean, I already knew about it. I'm pretty sure other people. It's just like everything else, all type of sickness that people get. People always think it's never going to happen to me. So you can give all the numbers and statistics you want. It's not gonna. People are not going to care until it's in their face. But you notice how the day he was in the chat and he was talking, they were like, "Yeah, Ryan, we could do a live every day, bro." This is the crazy part about it. The people that are closest to Ryan are mooching off of him and leeching off of his energy and success and everything. And then you have people who don't have any kinship to him who are trying to leech off of him, and they're trying to get more followers and likes because Ryan has millions, if not a million. I don't know. I'm not in Ryan's spaces, but I think he has 1 million followers. So they're trying to get those followers. So they just pacified him. The same thing that his close friends are doing. Pacified everything he said. Yeah, you're telling the truth. You're a truth teller. Kick anybody who disagrees with this man out the room. Yeah, Ryan, tell us more. But today, when he was trying to, whenever he was telling his message, and they were trying to join, and he hit the deny button, those motherfuckers got so angry they started putting fucking emojis on his face while he's delivering a message. So you couldn't even really be serious about it. And that just goes to show you how crazy people is. People are so numb to society that everything is business. They see the business in every fucking thing, to where you're just an object. You're a piece of a chess. You're a pawn on the fucking chessboard to them, for them to get to where they need to get in life. But yeah, that didn't stop. It didn't stop. They put emojis on his face throughout the whole thing. But Ryan just came with that straight evidence, and that straight fire, as Pittsburgh T would say.
So with that being said, I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for anything. This does nothing for my fight. This is just me trying to give the facts and the truth of what I've seen throughout the years. And during this point and this time, there's a lot of eyes on me. And I'm bringing awareness for the kids, the little kids that are hurting. I know you guys seen that video. I'm not even gonna say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. It starts with a J. And I'm trying to be as calm as I can. Trust me, I'm trying to be as calm as I can, and I'm trying to be as safe as I can. But there will be a time. My last fight was for my son Henry. I wanted to fight for him, and that's what I give the fight to. This time, it's for the children around the world. I'm gonna give you guys some facts, since some people want some facts. 3 fast facts, and I got a paper here because everybody likes facts. They want papers, right? Everybody wants the proof? Okay. Well, let's go into, this is surface level proof. This is common knowledge if you're really paying attention. Okay, the first fact, with human trafficking, including sex trafficking, the global industry of human trafficking, including child sex trafficking, is estimated to be worth $150 billion annually.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
$150 billion annually. Do you understand what that means? I don't even know how much Amazon is worth, but if this is worth 150 billion, I mean, it's about time we start paying attention for the children. Number 2, globally, the International Labor Organization estimates that 1.2 million children are trafficked each year. 1.2 million children are trafficked each year.
Around the world.
Around the whole world. The U.S., in particular, where I live, the U.S. is the #1 nation in the world for consuming child sex material. Now, those are the 3 facts. And I already know about this. I'm going to go a little deep. No, don't worry. I'm not going to go into too deep stuff because at the end of the day, I got a lot of people telling me not to do this. A lot of people. You got to understand the pressure I have. A lot of people are asking, can you guys stop trying to join the live, please? I'm trying to speak facts right now.
But let them know you're trying to leverage your platform.
And of course I'm trying to.
Okay, so couple things there. When you present your case, I mean, I think Ryan Garcia has been watching Puro debate. You don't say these are surface facts. That's number 1 when you're trying to make a point. And you don't bring up statistics that we're already aware of. When you said you had proof, you made it seem as if you were going to give us names of the people that you know personally. That you did not do. Like Ryan Garcia, so your proof is facts that we can Google by ourselves, that you actually experienced something single-handedly. What the fuck? Like, so anyway, so Ryan went on more. He went on and said, I'm not going to get too deep, and then started giving his more deep dive of it. He started giving more proof. And then this motherfucker went, out of all things, and got an Illuminati all-seeing eye tattoo on his wrist. You cannot make this shit up. Oh my God.
Cover my platform for what? For the kids. So, dude, they're putting hats on me. I'm being serious right now. At the end of the day, I got a lot of people that told me not to do this, that it's gonna get bad for me. I don't care. I live for God. I don't live for anybody else. I'm gonna touch this really quick. Really, really quick. The rules of satanic worship is it needs to be in your plain sight. That's all I'm gonna say. So everything that I'm saying is right in front of your face, and you're not doing anything about it. You're not doing anything about it. I'm screaming to the world, putting my reputation on the line. I got people wanting to cancel the fight. People telling me I need to go to a mental rehab to put me into the psych ward because I'm speaking the truth. Please help me, and you help the children. You know, Jeffrey Epstein ain't the only island. Think about that. They do horrible things together so they don't snitch against each other, and they're rich so they hold each other accountable. If you say something, I'm gonna say something, and everything comes down. Think about it.
Let them know about your foundation you want to start too.
And I'm starting my foundation, Save the Children. Also release the truth. Non-profit, I don't want anything. Have I asked for $1 from any of you guys? Have I made $1 from anything I'm saying? If anything, I've probably lost money.
It's crazy that you lost money for speaking the truth and trying to save children. What sane world do we live in?
It's insanity for telling the truth now in a world full of lies. Everybody went crazy when I said Bohemian Grove, and I'm not going to get into that. But it's the truth. And I'm hurt every day because they have tried everything in their power to stop me. And God pulled me through. As you see the rough 3 days I went through, but God brought me out of it. And you see how more clear I am and everything I'm saying. All I say is, look at my tweets. Is there one lie? BB wanted a meeting with me. Can you show them?
All right, so this is on June 10th, 2023. One of BB's insiders asked to meet up with Ryan. He said, hey, brother, good morning. I spoke with the Prime Minister, BB.
One of BB's insiders, not BB.
Period. And it's right here on text. Y'all can see.
So that's, and I'm not
You
going
can
to get
see the
further into
text
that.
that I put up real fast.
Now you have a little bit more proof of what I'm saying. They think I'm lying, but I'm totally
Y'all
not.
think he
Let's get back
lying,
to boxing.
Let's get
but he
back.
really
Okay,
telling
let's
the
get
Back
back
to
to
this and how this is going to shape your boxing, you know what I'm saying, your camp and give you the motivation.
You see Muhammad Ali, right? He standing up for something that was right. He felt like it wasn't right, and he went to jail for 3 years. I'm at the top of my career. I'm feeling the best at my game. I'm going to fight Devin Haney, and I will beat him. And that fight is going to come on. But this is a moment in time where we, the generation, we know the truth now. Yeah, and we can stand up for what's right.
They
You
should
hear
put
the cries of the
elephant
children.
ears on this man.
You hear them. I have babies. I have little kids out there. My own children. I can't imagine that happening.
You out there
There's
creating
no
single
clout that I get out
moms.
of
Cut
this.
it out, Ryan.
I was living fine. I was making great money. I had still making great money, but I had a lot of things going on. The same way they came at Kanye. Kanye started telling the truth, and they made him take pills.
This man compared himself to
I'm not gonna take no
Yeezy.
pills. You're not gonna see me touch no pill. I would love.
Oh, you
to go
definitely
live
on some
with
pills.
One person, just one, who's went through what I went through. And don't even worry about this, because what the Illuminati and the elites do is they take what God did and make it theirs.
Yo, they put shades
That's
on
something
Ryan.
they do. So eyes have angels' bodies are covered with eyes. That supernatural ability to see everything, that's something God created. Your spiritual being, your spiritual self, your sense. That's something God created.
But let them know how this is going to push you forward for the fight, man. Like how this is your motivation for this fight. I think it takes a lot.
Ezekiel 10:12, I believe it is. Look it up if you don't believe me. Anything I say, just look it up. Just look it up. Ezekiel 10:12, please. Because everybody thinks this is a joke. It's like the movie Look Up. What's that movie, Look Up? With Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's screaming to the world, yo, the world is ending. There's an asteroid coming. Everybody's like, yo, let's take some pictures. Remember, like the times of Noah. I'm gonna speak this. Like the times of Noah, people will be drinking and people will be marrying and everything. Life will be this like normal. But God's calling up to his prophets and his people to speak of his return. So yeah, while you guys laugh and while you guys think this is a joke.
I mean, what could you say? This man is the Yeezy of our fucking time. He's the Yeezy of the boxing world. It's like Noah said while having a purple dick emoji in the background, the flood is coming. You know what I mean? Remember when Noah said that shit on TikTok right before the flood happened? Ryan Garcia is just giving us a dose of reality and we cannot handle it. You know what I mean? He's trying to save the children. He's the only one that can hear the children's cries. You know what I mean? And he's opened up a nonprofit. He got the tattoo that the devil meant for evil, that he's going to turn to good. And then he's giving us names. You know, I'm not going to say the name. It starts with a J. Who, motherfucker? Michael Jordan? The fuck? Goddamn, like, give the name, bro. You're protected. You're anointed by God. You're Moses. You're all these guys. You know, those guys got a lot of prosecution. A lot of them were kind of killed. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. I mean, if you go take a risk, take a fucking risk. They didn't have the ability to press a button and go wild, go globally wild. So, like, I couldn't help. I could not help. But like, he compared himself to Yeezy, but like, I kind of heard something else while he was talking.
As soon as I said that, Mama Oya blew my cell phone off the stand. As soon as I named the NBA as a suspect, Mama Oya, and now the wins is coming. Soon when I said the NBA, Orisha Oya blew my phone off the stand. That's not proof that it was the NBA, but that's damn sure some good evidence.
That's not proof that what I'm saying is real, but it's damn sure evident. It's like, bro, they come with no facts, and the burden of proof is on them, and all they give us is a whole bunch of hopes and dreams and all this old crazy ass shit. That's fucking crazy. You like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I could put it into context, y'all know I'm fucking petty, and I don't really be giving a fuck. You know what I mean? I learned it from my big homie Reg. You know, he went hard on Fred for years, but he reminded me of Eclipse, bro. Eclipse be talking his same old Ultra K baby, Andre 3000 flute playing ass. Like, he be talking his same old jive ass talk, bro. Like, that shit sounded crazy. If this was real life, right? If this was like real life and we knew these people, like, let's say we work with them, Eclipse, Ryan Garcia would be this guy.
Sharp, look at him, look at him. I'm gonna shoot his ass. He's fucking around today.
I remember you. You're the security guard of the building, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I've been having problems with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, man? I want to apologize to you, man.
Okay.
I hadn't had my medicine, man. I'm on psychotropic medicine, man. You know I'm schizophrenia, you know.
Right.
You know, I hear voices, I see things they say this is not really there. And I just want to apologize to you because I was wrong. Hey, you know, I've been working all day. I've been working for 12 hours all day. Can you just shake my hand?
Of course, that's all I've been wanting was an apology from you. That's it. That's all. I'm just trying to do my job, sir.
But you know what, sir? I was thinking about something.
Oh, motherfucker, this nigga crazy. Do it. Come on. Hey, you going to fucking jail, man. You know what? Hey, get the fuck off my property.
Fuck.
Gone.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I hate your ass. You the Uber driver took my motherfucking money. Bitch, I got money now. I got motherfucking money now. You know what? You thought I was gonna forgive you? I'm gonna schizophrenia, motherfucker. Kill you, fuck that. Hey, you know what? I got my knife in my pocket.
And you better not bring that knife over here. Yeah, it's gonna die tonight. Come on.
You got a gun?
Come on, motherfucker. Come find out.
You got a gun?
Come find out.
I don't think you got a gun. He's a rinky-dink motherfucking cop. You ain't even got a badge. Hey, you know what? Hey, big bro, I told you I take medication.
Calm down, man.
I don't know what be wrong with me. I just lost everything.
Oh!
Bro, I watched that shit probably 7 times and I laugh every time. I'm pretty sure that's how Batman and Joker, that's how Joker got Batman every fucking time, bro. I take my medication. Oh, you motherfucker, that shit's fucking hilarious, bro. Oh my God, I'm gonna upload that to a show. I don't give a fuck if they take my whole channel, bro. Take that shit. It'll be worth it. Oh my God, I laugh every time I see that shit. But yeah, that's Ryan Garcia at this point. He's like the guy in boxing, bro, that will say some true shit, but he don't connect it to nothing. And he won't show proof. And he's worried about every fucking thing but his goddamn fight. His fight is coming up and he's talking about everything but that. And then I seen him hit the heavy back. Oh my God, he looks so fucking awful. Even more worse than normal. Normal, you see him just left hook. Everything left hook, left hook, left hook. He was just throwing right, left. He looked like somebody that goes inside of a gym and they be like, all right, homie, turn the camera on. And then they turn the camera on and they just start beating the heavy bag up. That's what Ryan Garcia looked like. And man, I'm worried about him to a certain degree. Like, he's a grown ass man. I just feel bad for him because nobody around him loves him, bro. You can see it. You can see the fake love. Like, when I grew up watching boxing, I didn't have an understanding like I did now. I would have felt bad for Tyson in the same manner because they didn't give a fuck about Tyson, bro. They was pushing Tyson out there on fucking Zoloft. Tyson was on every medication known to man. When he fought Lennox Lewis, they didn't give a fuck. They cared about fattening their pockets. And then after boxing was over and Mike Tyson was still spiraling out of control, there was nobody there to catch him. Nobody. It's crazy to me. It's like I don't understand it. Like it's people are crazy, bro. Like if that's just my homeboy, bro, like where the fuck is the loyalty, bro? I told my homeboy, shit, as a matter of fact, but I would tell my homeboy, like, bro, you need help, bro. Fuck a fight, man. You need help. But yeah, man, we got Ryan Garcia. Somebody gotta save him, bro. Somebody has to save Private Ryan, bro, because his friends ain't gonna do it, bro. You know what? I'm gonna find his ass on TikTok while everybody putting dick emojis on him and shit, elephant emojis, and while he talking, bro. But I think I'm gonna join it and have a conversation with Ryan, bro, because he can't continue to do this, bro. Like he's gonna get knocked out by Devin Haney. Like they were gonna be able to sell this fight to people like people who like Ryan, who love Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? The same people who would love Oscar De La Hoya. He has a big Mexican fan base. It is what it is. And those people, you know what I mean? They were gonna sell, it's 3-3, the tiebreaker. Even though Devin Haney was extreme, he might have been younger than he was when the Tank dazed him in those sparring clips. And if you go back and look at the last fight with him and Ryan, he had Ryan on Queer Street, bro. And Devin Haney is not even known to be a puncher. And since then, he beat Lomachenko. He's become undisputed. He's did a lot of things. So it doesn't make any sense to me, like, that he could beat Devin Haney. The only chance he has is a puncher's chance. And with him not being in the right mental state, I don't even give him a puncher's chance. So I think this is going to be like, bro, somebody got to look. Devin Haney beat Regis' ass so bad. He talked about going to MMA. He talked about doing what Francis Ngannou was doing. Think about that for a second. Francis Ngannou came to boxing and got his ass straight fucking flattened. And this guy is talking about doing the same thing because Devin Haney, who's considered pillow fisted, whooped his ass so bad. Man, bro, like I'm really concerned about Ryan. I try to bring a comedic aspect to it, but yeah, I'm gonna pray for Ryan. The same way Ryan be praying and all this shit, I'm gonna pray for Ryan that hopefully he meets somebody real that tell him the real and don't give a fuck how he feels and they ain't just coaching him along so they can fatten their pockets. But Ryan Garcia didn't stop there. He's been active on social media doing everything but training for this Devin Haney fight. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Just know what? Let me stop. Just running his fucking mouth. But he also has some things to say about the upcoming fight with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. This is what he had to say.
Wayne is Jake Paul's biggest fan. Hey, Wayne, can you speak?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Tell me about Jake Paul. Come on, bro.
All right, let me tell you a little about Jake Paul. That's my nigga. I love.
I already know, bro.
I fuck with you too. Look, like I had you beating the shit out of Tank. Unfortunately, you were injured. Shit happens. You're gonna get him at 140.
Right.
But I want to ask you a quick question though. Do you think we can get this dream fight, you versus Loma?
Oh yeah, we could always run that. I would love to fight Loma. I mean, look, if I fought Tank, I'll fight Loma. I mean, that's not a problem for me. I would love that. I really want to know. I already know who you have for this fight, but who do you think is gonna win, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson?
Oh, Jake Paul.
Oh my God,
hey,
bro!
Who
I
you
bet
got?
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is huge, bro. There's no way Jake Paul is taking this, bro.
Yeah, Jake Paul's not gonna knock him out, but I got Jake Paul winning by split decision. Type shit.
Wayne, I want to see your live reaction when Jake Paul gets knocked out. I just want it. Look, I need to see it, bro. Can you
what's your
record
hate
yourself?
Towards him, though? What's your hate
I don't have no hate, bro. My problem is I've let it go too long. He's making a mockery of boxing. He's stealing so much money out of these kids that really put in. And what I'll give him credit to, he is supporting a lot of fighters. I have respect for him. I've known him for years.
Yeah.
Who do you think he went to? Ask him whose house did he go in Victorville to see how to box? Ask him that.
You did help him,
No, I started him off. Who do you think took him to Canelo's gym? Me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the one that started his career. Little did you know. I'm the one that gave him the idea that he could do this and change and make money off it. I'm the one who did it. Why do you think I'm the one that said, "Wow, dang, I don't feel like I should have done this"? But again, I'm not trying to knock no other man's hustle down. Let him do what he got to do. But one day he has to see me, Wayne, and then you got to pick who you're gonna go for. And I already know who you're gonna go for. But when I beat him, just say Ryan, you're my favorite fighter. That's all I gotta hear.
Hey, look, check this out though. Wayne, real quick, Wayne. I want to give props to Jake Paul because I'm not gonna knock him. Like he's not like he's pretty good, for a new person doing it 3 years. But what I'm saying is, you like Mike Tyson, bro. Like he still is a monster. Like you don't step in the ring with something like that when you're a beginner.
The only way Jake Paul wins this fight is if they have it already coordinated for him to win. That's it. That's the only way. And has that happened in the sport before? Yeah, it
But
has.
what do you think about Mike Tyson's stamina at this age? If it goes past 2 rounds, I don't see how he wins.
Mike Tyson. I mean, he went a couple rounds with Roy. How many?
That was like 8 rounds.
Okay, so I mean, I think he only needs 4 to beat Jake Paul. But I don't even think he needs 4. I think if Mike hits him one good one, it's over. But that's just me. I've met Mike. Mike is a different breed, bro. When he steps in the room, you're like, all right, now I know why people were scared.
Ryan, what do you think of the Saudi cards? Do you like the events that they're putting on? Do you think that it's good? Do you think it helps the sport as a whole grow, or do you think it's a negative?
I think it's a positive. I don't mind it, as long as it's at the right time. Like, the timing situation is what throws me off. Like, I think most boxing is consumed in the U.S. market, if I'm not mistaken. So, to me, it's like, I wish it was out here. But again, I don't mind it. I mean, early fights, okay, cool. But I don't think it reaches as much eyes as it can. I think this last fight with Anthony Joshua Ngannou, I think that was a success. And I think
Early fight for $30, man. You can't beat that shit. I mean, allegedly, I heard. I don't know. I didn't check. I didn't fact check it, but they said that Keith Thurman versus Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu was $75, and this card had Zhilei Zhang versus Parker on it for $30. 2 heavyweight fights. You can't beat that shit versus the $75, bro. That's why everybody hating on Saudi getting into boxing, bro. They had the potential to give us what we've been asking for: video games, low price pay-per-views. The shit is immaculate. So shout out to the Saudis, man. But look, I'm not like Ryan Garcia, right? If I'm gonna expose the elites, I'm gonna give names. So I gotta be honest with y'all. My homeboy Reggie said, "Hey man, we got a meeting. I'm gonna look out for you." I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean by this meeting?" So I flew out to Vegas and walked in the room, and then there was like some candles burning, and it was like a shrine, and I was like a little piece, a little like nugget laying. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Then Mike Tyson walks out. It's Holyfield's fucking ear. I knew something was weird then, right? Reggie said, "Brother, you gotta calm down, brother. Gotta act like you've been here before." So I'm getting nervous, right? I start sweating. So all of a sudden, around the corner, 2 men walk out in hoodies, right? Black hoodies. Reggie said, "Bro, you if you want to be down, you got to be down. How you think I'm making it, bro?" Because they had me shadow banned. So around the corner walk the 2 people with the hoodies. They take it off. It's fucking Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. And you know what they tell me? You've been hanging around the homies in the hood for a while. I think it's time we jump your punk ass in. Not just playing. So anyway, Mike Tyson, bro. I gotta be honest. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Look, I'm gonna go to the fight. I'm going to the fight because I want to meet look, the people that was on the Ryan Garcia live, it sounded like Gus and Ill status. I gotta call Ill about Ill. Was that you talking to Ryan, bro? I'm like, that voice sounded familiar. But I'm gonna go to the fight only because we've been talking about meeting up at one of these fights for a long time. We were supposed to meet up at the one in San Antonio, but I want to meet up at the one in Dallas. But I'm realistic about the possibility of Mike getting knocked out. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, I can't erase my logic, right? I have a nostalgia for Mike. Your Mike is Mike. You heard what Ryan Garcia say. Like, Mike Tyson, the aura that they speak about Michael Jordan having, nobody talks about him having it in his old age. You notice that, right? Mike Tyson still has his fucking aura. They talk about how Mike Tyson walks in the room and everybody notices him, bro. Joe Rogan made his table big because Mike Tyson's aura made him uncomfortable. Mike is still Mike. And if you look at that motherfucker hit mitts at 53, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. What age they is. That man's still a beast, bro. He's still a beast. And he looked like he still got that one good one. Power is the last thing to leave you. Mike in a street fight, ain't nobody, like most people still ain't fucking with that dude, bro. I don't give a fuck what they say and how much air they put in their chest. They not fucking with that old man. But with all that being said, the power is the last thing to go, but the punch resistance, it don't be there when you get old. So I know he can still, yeah, he does. Mike does got quick hands. I know he can still move quickly, right? I know he can still move quickly, but what if Jake Paul hits him? And Jake Paul is clearly fucking juicing, bro. There's not one iota of doubt about it that man is taking fucking juice. And I'm just worried, man. I'm going to there to network with the people on YouTube that I fuck with, that I got personal numbers with, but I'm also keeping in my mind that he might get knocked out. I mean, you know what I mean? It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be a bittersweet thing. You know what I mean? It's gonna be dope that I'm finally getting to meet up with people. We networking, we clowning, doing all the stuff in person. But it's gonna be bittersweet because Mike Tyson might get knocked out, bro. Now I was talking to one of my homies. I ain't gonna say the name, but he was like, basically, we should storm the ring and Mike get knocked out. They can't arrest us all. Like, it's not a bad idea. But nah. I don't think we'll have none of that civil disobedience down in Texas. Better read them signs. The motherfuckers say don't mess. Don't mess with Texas. They'll put you in jail for an entire year. But like I said, so whenever this fight was announced, I ain't gonna lie, I was caught off guard like everybody else, and I was extremely shocked. But I'm not gonna sit up there and be one to pretend to have this. I hate when people do this, bro. They try to rest on morals, bro, and it's like boxing is an immoral sport. Like, bro, like they would if a fucking tiger could box a kangaroo and sell, and it was a guaranteed $1 million pay-per-view, they would do it. They would make money off of fucking anything. They would put their mamas in the ring if it was a guaranteed $2 million pay-per-view, bro. This is not the sport you want to look for when you're talking about integrity. And let's be honest, we're all tuning in to see violence. We want to see the more violent the fight, the more entertained we are, and the more we're satisfied with the outcome of the fight. Let's keep it real. If all the fights for the rest of the year ended in decision, we would be upset, bro. Let's keep it real. So I hate this fake moral outrage shit because they'll be morally outraged for Mike Tyson, right? How is he doing this? When they forget, Luis Ortiz is still fucking boxing. And we don't know his actual age. Some suggest that he's 10 years older than what he actually is. And this motherfucker's still in the ring with the young guys. Not the young, real, well, Jake Paul's young, but he's still up and coming. He's in there with actually experienced young guys and getting his fucking block knocked off. He done been knocked out devastatingly by Deontay Wilder in his old age, and nobody thought, oh, what about Luis Ortiz? Nobody even gives a fuck. He fought and nobody even reported on it. So we gotta stop this fake moral outrage. Where's the moral outrage for Ryan Garcia? Since we morally outraging on shit. So I say, bro, boxing is just a really, really weird sport, bro. It's a really weird sport because of the fans. I pay attention to them. I memorize what they say, and I say, let me see if they're consistent. And you can't find no fucking consistency amongst these guys. He said the fight is on Netflix. Yes. And that's another thing that's coming good out of this. We have Netflix, Amazon Prime, and we still got the Saudis putting on events. Boxing is in an extremely healthy place right now. It's so healthy that the best possible outcome that we could have had happened with Francis Ngannou. When Francis Ngannou got knocked out by Anthony Joshua, that was the best thing that could have happened to boxing, because now we can't get these UFC people to come out and be like, we told you boxing's not a real sport. It's not a real fight. After Francis Ngannou was knocked out, they was like, I tell you what they was going to say. At least he stepped up. At least he tried. And then they would say, okay, now the free show is over. Now we can get back to the real man sport, because boxing is not a real fight. Neither is UFC. There's no fucking referees in street fighting. Meaning I can call other people to come whoop your ass. I can do a whistle and 30 people can whoop your ass, and that's a street fight. There's no rules. I can pick up something and hit you upside the head in a street fight. There's no referee like, hey, come on. That's an illegal blow. It's a foul. Let's stop this shit. So no, the closest that you're ever going to get to a street fight is actual street fighting. That, like, let's be done with this shit. But yeah, Luis Ortiz and Mike Tyson probably around the same age. If we're being all the way honest about it. And the only difference is Luis Ortiz has had failed drug tests and Mike has never had one. Well, he had one, but it was for marijuana use, not actual stimulants, that PEDs. He said, I'm not going to watch it, but I'll listen for the reaction. He said, Mike Tyson moves too aggressive. I think Jake will fight off the back foot. I think Jake Paul's going to try to land that uppercut that he's been landing. And I think Mike Tyson can deflect it. He has enough experience to deflect it, but I don't know, bro. Hopefully Mike Tyson and his people are smart enough to put in 2-minute rounds. If it's a 2-minute round, Mike Tyson can hold him for a majority of the fight and have the little short spurts that he still has in him and still be able to be effective. Because if you look at his training clips, he's really explosive for those seconds. But can he keep that up? See, that's the thing about it. I remember Kobe Bryant was saying that he played with his dad in his old age, and his dad said it wasn't like the playing part. It was the next morning when he woke up because his body it didn't recover as fast, and then you know what I mean. He should have stretched and stuff like just body just different when you get older. And I think Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson could be really good in spurts, and he's gonna do a lot of clinching. I know that for a fact. He did it in his prime, but I just don't know. I just don't know. But then again, Anderson Silva survived against him. But that's that styles make fight shit. He said boxing is politics. It definitely is. He said, I thought Francis would win, but AJ punched our card dream fight over. And you know what? I love it, Philip H. Because if AJ would have got knocked out, we would have never heard the end of it from UFC fans. And when I say never, bro, I mean never. They would have never let that shit go. They still talking about old ass James Toney getting beat by Randy Couture, bro. They're still resting and riding on that. They won't even let us forget about the Tyson Fury fight. And here's the thing with Tyson Fury, right? Might as well speak on this shit. We already here, right? Tyson Fury is extremely overrated, bro. He's an overrated guy. Like the best wins is the Deontay Wilder win. They give him credit for the Dillian White win. He knocked Dillian White out. Povetkin knocked Dillian White out well past his prime. Old as shit, knocked Dillian White out. And Anthony Joshua knocked Dillian White out in his absolute prime. So when you look at the two fighters and you look at their resumes, like, bro, AJ has the better resume in my opinion. Like looking at what Wilder is now, getting beat by Joseph Parker, the guy that beat him was Joseph Parker. AJ has a win against that guy. The guy that beat Zhilei Zhang, AJ has a win against Joseph Parker. Like Joseph Parker is doing more in the sport and making AJ's stock rise because AJ has a win over this guy. And then he beat Andy Ruiz, who knocked him out the first time. So, man, we got to be honest. AJ's the best heavyweight in our era. And I remember I said this one time on one of my friends' show. I ain't going to say her name. Wink, wink. But a guy was like, how was that? Usyk beat him. All right, so Ali beat Ken Norton. Who's better all time, Ali or Ken Norton? If you fight enough, you're going to fucking lose. Usyk beat him twice. Yes, he beat him twice. But AJ is the best, in my personal opinion. In the same way that Muhammad Ali was the best. He could never beat Ken Norton. But the rest of those guys, he could beat. That's what I feel about AJ. But he said Mike has never been able to get away from the uppercut. Where Reggie goes, Tony Tucker, Buster Douglas. I don't know how positive. He's never been able to get away from an experienced guy that knows how to set the uppercut up. We're talking about a guy who you can see the uppercut coming from 3 miles away. I think Mike should rub garlic on his gloves. I hear Jake Paul is allergic to garlic. That's fucking hilarious. I think styles make fight. I think AJ has a better chance to beat him. AJ versus Fury. I think AJ could beat Fury too. I think AJ could beat Fury for the same reason Francis Ngannou gave him trouble. And AJ can punch just as hard as Francis Ngannou, and he's more skilled. So AJ won't give up ground. That's why Francis Ngannou gave him trouble. That's why Francis Ngannou gave him trouble because he didn't give up ground. And I know AJ would do that. I think not only would he beat Tyson Fury, I think he'll stop Fury. I'm just being honest. Fury, the straight punches won't get him, right? But the curve punches, that motherfucker with his legs turned into jello. Remember when Deontay Wilder punched him and you seen the ripples go down his back in slow motion from all like rippling through the back fat? And then he got up, and then Deontay Wilder knocks him down with like a clubbing shot to the temple. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? The first shot was twice as hard as the second one. And he went down from that shit. But yes, he is weak to curved punches. That's how I know Mike Tyson will fuck Tyson Fury up in a fight. That's all he throw is curved punches. And that left hook, Tyson Fury wouldn't even see it. He'd knock Tyson Fury's block off. He said, and Fury is really just a big and agile. Those are his positives, in my opinion. AJ has an all-around game, in my opinion. Agreed. That's why we're friends. AJ is motivated too. He wants a big victory. Fury has no chance but to keep ducking. Fury tried to give him a backhanded compliment. He said AJ did what he was supposed to do in the fight. What real boxers should have done. I'm like, wait a minute, what kind of spin job is this? Motherfucker, you fought him. You didn't do that shit. Why are you? That's crazy. But look, so you remember I told you the last time I seen Mike Tyson, bro? The last time I seen Mike Tyson, man, it was not a pretty sight. So two things that people talk about Mike Tyson. they say they see Mike Tyson on the cane. So let's get to that. And in the wheelchair. Y'all remember that? Remember he was walking in and they got the footage of him, and right there, that's the first time Mike looked like he was showing his age. He was limping a little bit. He might have said, "Get off my fucking lawn, motherfuckers." I don't know, but yeah, he finally looked like he looked old in that. But they asked him about it. And he responded. He basically talked about why he was in the wheelchair, and he talked about why he walked around with that cane. He gave an explanation on it when the woman asked him, because people was worried about him getting into the Roy Jones fight. They thought people were gonna die, and I didn't want to see neither one lose. I love Mike and I love Roy Jones. I didn't want to see Roy Jones get knocked out. I wanted to see them both show up and have a good performance like they did, and nobody gets knocked out. That's what I wanted, ideally. But and I actually put money on the draw and won. And I was like, how did y'all not? They told you there would not be a winner and there would not be knockouts. They said the silent part out loud. Y'all thought there was really going to be a knockout. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. But Mike Tyson explained why he was walking with the cane and why he had a wheelchair. Check it out.
All right. The other day I saw a picture of you. You were in a wheelchair. What was that all about?
Oh, I have sciatica every now and then. It flares up. And when it flares up, I can't even talk.
Is that the only health problem you got right now? I mean, hopefully that's the only thing you have. And you don't even, I mean, I hope you don't have sciatica right now. But otherwise, you're in good health. You're in good health. All right.
I can't tell if that lady is surprised or not, because her eyebrows look like they're permanently like fucked up, like a shocked face. Like, I don't know. You remember on Men in Black when he was like, "Put your hands above your head," and he pulled his face and said, "Is that better?" That's how she looks to me. Like, her face looks like that. But that's neither here nor there. Mike Tyson basically told you he has sciatica nerve, and it acts up, and when it acts up, he can barely walk. I'm like, what if it happens on the night of the fight? Holy shit, Mike! Like, what the fuck? Why would you reveal that? God damn! But that just puts it more in perspective of how the fight might go. How the fight might go with him and Mike Tyson. And I don't think, like I said, bro, I'm going in there and I'm already preparing my brain to be extremely disappointed. He said, "At what age did Anthony Joshua start boxing? I know he want to go medal. I think he lost that match, but obviously he was going to win since it was in England." Oh, yeah. A lot of people talk about that fate, but Olympics don't count, bro. They count, but they don't. They don't count if you go on to achieve great things. They only count if that's the highlight of your life. Just like in high school. You know, you got a lot of people that was good at football in high school, but like, unless that was the highlight of their life, what the fuck difference does it make? You know what I mean? But Felipe said, he said, "Wait, is that Casey Stanko?" She was the news reporter in Bitchmania. Said Mike will be 58. He's not going to look good. So, like I said, all positive. I'm preparing myself mentally, bro. I'm preparing myself mentally. I'm even taking deep breaths. I'm trying to prepare myself every day, telling myself he might get dropped. And then, like I said, there's stuff I cannot get out of. I'm cursed. You remember Thanos? You're not the only one cursed with knowledge. I'm cursed with a good ass fucking memory, bro. And I remember Mike Tyson being on a show, and this is what happened.
I just want to do this. I plan on doing this for a charity exponent, and I think I'm capable of doing that, and that's what I want to do.
But there have been concerns raised about the fact that you are two men in your 50s fighting each other without protective headgear. What do you think about those concerns?
I think it's very wonderful that we're fighting together. The fight that we should have had sooner, but unfortunately we're having it now, and that's going to be awesome.
For the first time, I'm like, is he slurring?
It's true. Yes,
it's true. Yes, he was slurring and falling asleep. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you concussed?
One of the big issues this year, Mike, has been the Black Lives Matter protests around the world, particularly obviously after
he just looked concussed. See, falling asleep and shit. Maybe on some shrooms. Maybe Ryan Garcia put a little
Hey, they have made the protest. Protest is really going far. And we don't know how far it can go.
I don't know. I did not like this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't like it. I didn't like Mike, the way he was talking in there. I didn't like the slurring of the speech. I didn't like any of that shit. It just makes me worried, man. I'm just like everybody else. You know what I mean? I love Mike Tyson, right? Well, I hope that's what it is. I love Mike Tyson, right? And I don't want anything bad to happen to him, but at the same time, I want Mike Tyson to reach just like everybody else, like they did with Jordan. That's why they wanted Jordan to come back after he won the first 3 rings. They were saying he was the greatest then. Then he came back and won 3 more. Tom Brady, same thing. You just want to see your legends create a footprint that's so big on earth that they'll be talked about 1,000 years from now. Like y'all remember the movie Troy where Achilles was talking about that shit? That's how I feel with Mike Tyson. So I get it, man. That's what I want. That's what I want for him. But I also don't want him to get hurt. So I'm gonna be a nervous fucking wreck for that fight happens. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I can't have Mike getting knocked out by Jake Paul. I can't have him like Nate Robinson, bro. The Nate Robinson challenge when Nate Robinson had his ass in the air and the face planted. I just can't have that for Mike, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might come in like Fan Man. I know I joked about it. I might get emotional and jump over the ropes, bro. All they gonna do is arrest me. I don't even know what charge they're gonna give me. I don't know, bro. It's just, I ain't doing that shit. Let me stop. I ain't doing that, but I'm just saying. I'm just speaking, man. I'm just talking, but yeah, I don't want to see it. Said we need Sherman to help Mike reach his true form. Shinron said, I saw Muhammad Ali, bad fights. Leon Spinks would have never beat a prime Ali. Oh, of course not. He said he didn't sleep probably. He said that in the interview. They asked him, he said he was going from place to place and he didn't get any sleep. And I'm just like, maybe that's responsible for it, but I don't. The slurring of the speech. Do y'all slow y'all speech when y'all get tired? Because I don't. I don't know. I don't know if that's a fair enough reasoning to why what happened. So it is what it is. He said, knowing Mayweather, he will diss Mike before the fight. Mayweather will make a big announcement before the fight because he don't want. I guarantee Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul does better numbers than Logan Paul versus Mayweather. I guarantee that. I'm glad you said something about Mayweather because that's it. These pay-per-view motherfuckers that love to run a pay-per-view. I'm finna put on y'all hat and mask today. Or that day of the fight. I'm gonna run to the computer, assuming Mike don't get knocked out, because I'm gonna have a lot on my chest, man. I'm gonna have a lot on my mind if Mike get knocked out, bro. I might start shadow boxing and just walk all the way back to where I'm from. You know, Texas is a big ass place. I might walk back to the city I'm from. But assuming that he doesn't have a good performance, I'm gonna run to the computer and I'm gonna run to Google and I'm gonna see the pay-per-view numbers compared to Floyd Mayweather's Logan Paul versus him, because now it's fair. Now the people who want to see Floyd lose, that it's already etched in stone that he'll never lose, which are Mexican people, and he ain't fighting on Cinco de Mayo anymore. So those people have moved on from the idea of Floyd losing. They actually didn't embrace Floyd. You know what I mean? Now that he's retired, so nobody cares. Like he does exhibitions. Nobody watches that shit. He wasn't a scintillating fighter to begin with. He was a fighter that people could live vicariously through on one side and say he's the greatest because they never seen him lose and he's never lost. And then the other side, they wanted to see him lose. So that was the duality that made Mayweather the star that he is. You don't have that anymore. Mike Tyson still has star appeal. So I can't wait for them fucking pay-per-view numbers to come out. Oh my God. That's all Floyd rests his hat on. You let a fucking 58-year-old guy fight and do better pay-per-view numbers than you, and he's already broke pay-per-view numbers, even though the sport of boxing wasn't as large as it is now. Then you let that guy do that? Okay, nothing else to talk about. He said, of course it will. Said Mayweather always want to find an excuse to take away the legacy from OG boxers. Facts. He said, would you want to see Terrence Crawford versus Floyd Mayweather? Oh, hell no. No. At this age, Terrence Crawford would kill Floyd Mayweather. He'd fuck Floyd Mayweather up, bro. And I mean bad. Like Floyd Mayweather's legacy, it would be, even if it was exhibition. See, he tries to do this like the shit don't count. If Floyd Mayweather goes out there and gets knocked out in the exhibition, bro, I guarantee he will be a fucking meme for the rest of his life. Even though it don't count on BoxRec, I guarantee people will never let him forget that moment where he got knocked out. They still try to give him losses that he didn't get. People still saying he lost to Castillo, even though we've already moved on. He beat Castillo the very next fight, and it shows up on BoxRec as Floyd Mayweather winning. They still try to give him that loss. So no, they would not let a real knockout. Absolutely not. Terrence Crawford versus Mike Tyson. Cut it out. Cut it out, all positive. You know better shit than that, bro. Cut that shit out. You know better shit than that, all positive. Don't be doing that, bro. Don't be doing that shit. That sounds like take over everybody. But last thing before I get out of here, Francis Ngannou. it was bittersweet when Francis Ngannou got knocked out because I actually like Francis Ngannou, and I'm not a big component of UFC, and I used to be. I used to be when I was in college. I like UFC was new. It was a fact. I loved that shit, bro. Rampage Jackson was my favorite fighter, but then John Jones came and just fucking cleaned out the entire light heavyweight division. Couldn't stand that motherfucker. I love John Jones now, but I couldn't stand that motherfucker then, bro. He beat all of the legends, bro. Lyoto Machida, Rashad Evans, bro. He cleared them all out like nothing. And I was mad about that shit, but you know, I realized to appreciate it. I grew to appreciate his greatness. You know what I mean? As time went by, I appreciated him more, like in what he did and how that was an amazing feat. Even though he more than likely did it on steroids. Neither here nor there. They probably were on steroids too. UFC steroids is legal, so I don't hold that against them. But Francis Ngannou get knocked out. It affects the mega fight. The mega fight between him and John Jones it won't be the same. It will not be the same. Francis Ngannou's best quality is that he was confident. His confidence was supreme. And when I say supreme, it was so supreme that he was able to come into an entirely different sport and do things that people would do after years of fucking being in a sport, like fainting, catching with the right hand and countering with the hook, catching and shooting with the hook. That shit that take experienced boxers years. That motherfucker, his confidence, he came into boxing with a lot of balls. Pause. But yeah, he was macho, bro. Like he did a lot of stuff that people won't do. A lot of fighters just give up ground when you just come into their space. Like shit, Caleb Plant is known for that. When Caleb Plant gets tired, that's one of the reasons he gives up a lot of space. He don't stand his ground if he gets tired. But Francis Ngannou came and he did that. He just bit off more than he could chew. AJ was too much for him, and you know, with the outside of a puncher's chance, he really didn't have a chance. But he's heavy-handed and he punches, but he won't be the same. He's gonna go in the UFC. He's gonna be tentative, and because he's been knocked out before, shit, he's prone to get knocked out again. People are gonna start throwing punches with more convictions at him. You know what I mean? It's blood in the water right now. Now, if he came over here and he got stopped, but it was like more of a fatigue knockout, like a George Foreman versus Ali, maybe he still might have that confidence. You know what I mean? But because he was knocked out cold and that motherfucker went stiff, absolutely not. You can see after the first knockdown, he wasn't used to it. He was in unfamiliar territories. He looked at it like, oh my God, like what the fuck is this feeling? He was already dazed by the second knockdown, but he just fucking Anthony Joshua just removed him from his consciousness. That was beautiful, man. Like, they just exploited his flaw and took advantage of him. And he was inexperienced. He couldn't do it. I don't know why his handlers thought that would be a good fight. I don't know why they thought AJ was just a soft touch, man. They should have. I don't know. Like in hindsight, that was a stupid fucking move. Where do you go from there after that fight? Now, like I said, I feel bad for Francis, but I mean, he did make a lot of guap in that fight. Like, I mean, maybe we shouldn't feel that bad for. Maybe I'm being too compassionate for Francis because he made a lot of money in that fight. And then Dana White, bro, I cannot stand Dana White. Dana White, when Francis Ngannou was with him, he had all these nice things to say. Francis Ngannou could cure cancer. Francis Ngannou was this. Francis Ngannou was that. The moment Francis Ngannou went and signed with the PFL and didn't do what Dana White told him to do, he instantly became like trash to Dana White. Dana White said that this was stupid, and if Francis Ngannou had fought Tyson Fury and he took it serious, then that result would have happened. The same result would have happened. It's like, what the fuck? You wasn't hollering this shit. You didn't say Francis Ngannou got lucky that Tyson Fury took it easy on him before the fight. You're just saying this shit because you're a Monday morning quarterback and it helps your business. It helps your business for Francis to get knocked out. Said Jones had Machida sleeping, standing up. Yeah, that was horrible, bro. John Jones can't be touched, can't be stopped when they learn. Still undefeated. Have a good night, Scholar. All right, Philip H. He said Francis should aim for Wilder now. Nah, he should stay the fuck out of boxing. The thing that made him special, like I said, was his confidence. He's gonna be tentative now in boxing because now the reality set in. He's green. He doesn't know shit. He's gonna be thinking. He's gonna have a bit of a PTSD. PTSD coming off of a knockout like that. No, he should never put on gloves again unless it's against like Andy Ruiz fat ass. I think he can get him. Said Dana White jealous of Francis got paid more money now. Facts. Francis Ngannou was raking in dough. I've been telling y'all that Dana White is a hoe. That's why he hangs with Donald Trump. Hilarious. Said Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou showed how important experience is and general facts. I agree. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. I just want to show y'all one more clip before we get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me, man. But this is Joe Rogan, man. As you know, I love Joe Rogan. I modeled my show after his. I wanted to talk about everything because Joe Rogan talks about everything. And he does hour lives and fucking 2, 3, 4 hour interviews, stuff. And I love that shit. They be talking about aliens and the stuff. I love that. Most people that stay up late night is because their brain is racing or they're just used to working. But more than likely it's both. You know what I mean? So people like to explore these type of topics, you know what I mean? Or whatever it case. Everybody got their weird topic, you know what I mean? Whether it be fucking ancient aliens or fucking holes that nobody can explain, the pyramid. Everybody got something similar to that. Politics, whatever the case may be. So the late night brain always racing, but Joe Rogan got to get this work, man. Because Joe Rogan was talking about Francis Ngannou like that man was a second coming of fucking Moses, and he was finna come over to boxing and fuck boxing up, bro, because what he did to overrated ass Tyson Fury. You know what's crazy? People would rather say that AJ's back than to just say that Tyson Fury's overrated. Both things could be true. AJ could be back, which I don't think he ever left. AJ knocked out Dillian White after Dillian White knocked him out in the amateurs. AJ went and beat Andy Ruiz after Andy Ruiz beat him. AJ did win and fought Usyk after Usyk damn near stopped him and had a way better performance in a fight. Like I said, I might be biased, but I feel like AJ won that fight. So AJ always gets better. He faces tough competition and he fights better in the second fight than he does in the first. Those tentative fights, I told y'all, man, y'all don't be listening. It was because Anthony Joshua was with Derek James and he was learning his style. And I said, if you give Anthony Joshua 2 years with Derek James, because he's teaching him a completely different style over the age of 30, that's crazy. Somebody's been fighting one way his entire career, and then a trainer come in with a different style. It's gonna take you a while to learn it. Lennox Lewis and Emmanuel Stewart, he didn't learn the Crunk style right away. He had to adjust. Emmanuel Stewart was his matchmaker, also chose him matches so he could develop the style. So I knew Anthony Joshua, once he gelled with Derek James, he would look better than what he did in the Helenius fight and the Franklin fight. But him with Ben Davison is a deadly combination because AJ's the type of guy who like I always tell, I gotta fucking start getting some scrolls when I talk. He's robotic, meaning in a good way. Meaning if you tell Anthony Joshua, the key to this fight is the left hook, right uppercut. He's gonna throw that combination. He's very coachable. See, we always talk about fighters that aren't coachable. We never pay attention to the fighters that are. That if you tell them, hey, just like Mike Tyson said, when Cus D'Amato told me to kill somebody, I would go kill that person. Like that's how coachable Mike was with Cus. Anthony Joshua may not be to that level because he don't have a Cus D'Amato. But if you tell him to go do something, he's gonna do something. Even in the fight where he got knocked out by Andy Ruiz, when they told him to do something, he went to go do that very thing that they told him to do. When he got knocked down, he came and said, what did I get hit with? He wanted some adjustments, but they didn't have enough experience to offer him those adjustments. Ben Davison and Lee Wiley and those guys, they're going to look at countless hours of film. They're going to watch the way the other fighter trains. They're going to watch the way Anthony Joshua trains, and they're going to break it down and give him certain stuff to try, do, and build on what he already does best. Anthony Joshua has been doing that slipping his head to the right and countering over the top with the right hand. He's been doing that. In my breakdown, I showed you he did it in the Pulev fight. I knew he would pull it out in this fight because they seen on film that Francis. That's how I was able to pick the punch that would do it for Anthony Joshua if he won, because I knew the people that he was working with and how they would have him fight. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't change his style. They would come up with a really good game plan. And that's why we saw what we saw. But Anthony Joshua with Ben Davis is a perfect fit. And I'm really curious now to see him versus Tyson Fury, assuming that Fury gets past Usyk. You know what I mean? I think he might edge past Usyk. I think if he beats Usyk, it's gonna be barely, and I think that cut is gonna reopen over his eye. I don't even see Tyson Fury fighting Anthony Joshua, to be honest with you. Tyson Fury is the guy that they got to make get in the ring because of he's not motivated anymore. And he's only doing it for money. You notice he ain't gave no more money to that charity that he gave to, that invisible charity that he never told us he was donating, that he told us he donated to, but never showed us proof. He never gave any more money to that charity anymore, dedicated any more fights to him. Said B-Hop is an alien, B-Hop the Martian, B-Hop escaped from Area 51. Makes you wonder if aliens can really reach Earth. They have some great technology. Oh, and I forgot another thing. See, I almost rushed a little bit. I almost got up out of here before I said this. Fucking Antonio Tarver wanted to fight on the undercard of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. As Paul said, time to put Iron Mike to sleep. Yeah, we'll see. They did a face-off and Jake Paul did look intimidated. But yeah, he wanted to fight him on the undercard, and I'm just like, bro, everybody trying to get a piece of that money. I don't want to see B-Hop versus Antonio Tarver. B-Hop's not going to get back in the ring. B-Hop is too smart for that. I highly doubt it. Like, I wish they had a prop bet on it. B-Hop was going to get back in the ring, because I seriously doubt that B-Hop's going to get back in the ring. But hey, you never know. You never know. Money talks, right? Bullshit runs a marathon. But he's making a lot of money doing his promoter thing, and he's just been too intelligent and calculated his entire life. Like, he never got back in the ring after getting knocked out by Joe Smith. No fighter ever does that. Most fighters go to the well, and something happens like that, and they write it off as something like, man, you know, I made it. It's that Laffy Taffy I swallowed when I was 5 years old that's really messing with me. You know what I mean? That's the reason that happened. And you know, it ain't gonna happen again. And then they get in there and they get knocked out again. That's normally what happens. The fighter has to keep being reminded he don't got it anymore, and then he eventually leaves. B-Hop just left the sport. So B-Hop is very calculated outside the ring, inside the ring. He still got all his money. He's a very smart dude. I highly doubt that he fights Antonio Tarver. I don't know why Tarver wants to fight him now. He whooped your ass when y'all were in y'all prime. I mean, he was past his prime and still whooped your ass, but you were in your absolute prime, still on steroids and everything. I don't know. B-Hop is tripping, wanting to fight Tarver's tripping, wanting to fight B-Hop. I don't know what the fuck is that's about. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if he want to get his get back, but Tarver's last fight that we seen him in the ring, I think was Jonathan Banks, Emmanuel Store's nephew, and he knocked him out. And he was like, I'm hungry. I'm coming for these heavyweights. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And he had a positive test for steroids. Because I remember he had a broadcasting job that he lost because of the steroids. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. The broadcasting job was more stricter than boxing, to where they didn't let this man return to the commentating. Boxers give you a 6-month suspension, knowing that fighters only fight 6 months at a time any fucking way. You're not doing anything, but that's crazy that the broadcasting team had more integrity than the sport of boxing. Like, go figure, bro. That's fucking crazy. But my boy Rick Glazed Up dropped his my 12 heavyweight list, my top 12. I thought it was crazy because, you know, most people do a top 10. I'm like, what is motherfucker doing 12? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Tyson Fury at top, go figure. Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, Zhilei Zhang, Deontay Wilder, Flip Hergovich, Daniel Dubois, Dylan White, Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez, Javalov, and Ejit. And I was just like, what? Ejit. I don't know how to say his name. Ejit. I was like, what the fuck? How you got Jared Anderson on the list and he ain't even been in the ring and tested himself? The last time we seen him out, he looked fucking awful against fucking Charles Martin. Now he done went and got in jail. Like he's in jail now. You got that guy up there. You got him ahead of Frank Sanchez. Like, I don't understand that. Frank Sanchez called Jared Anderson out for a fight, and Jared Anderson said, give me 3 more years and I'm gonna whoop your ass. So he don't want to smoke with him. I don't know if Frank Sanchez fought on the Saudi card and knocked the guy out, the guy who was fighting out. I don't understand how you put Jared Anderson above Frank Sanchez. But the Zhilei Zhang at 5 is crazy to me, bro. Zhilei Zhang, to be honest with you, is an undefeated fighter. Zhilei Zhang not undefeated. He got 1 loss, and that was the fight where he was having health complications. But he beat Hergovich. He beat that guy. Like, bro, if that was anybody else, that fucking fight would have been stopped. If that was anybody else, during the live, I told everybody on live, I said, man, Zhilei Zhang's gonna get robbed. He's gonna win and get robbed. And they was asking me, how do I know? Because a light bulb went off when I was watching the fight, and I said, he's been robbed his entire career, bro. Flip Hergovich, Think about it. Zhilei Zhang should have had a title shot a long time ago. He's been around the sport, but everybody navigated around him. And the guy was like, "No, you crazy, man. He got a lot of Chinese fans. Boxing is not big in China. It's not big in China. And if that's the case, China would have used that politics a long time ago. Jose Suleiman for sale, bro. That booty up in the air, trying to go to the highest bidder. China would have been got this man a title shot, but it just wasn't lucrative. When he got put in there with Joe Joyce, he was supposed to get beat. And then he beat him. And you know what they did? Oh, it's just a fluke. The referee stopped the fight. Let's throw him right back in the immediate rematch. And he just happened to go in there and knock him out in that fight. Then they match him in tough against Joseph Parker. Then he wins that fight and loses on the scorecard. I don't understand how the fight before it with Ball knocks him down twice, but the other guy outlands him and as far as punches go. And it's a draw and people are okay with it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people felt like Ball was robbed. But the same thing happened in the very next fight with Zhang versus Parker. Zhang beat the fuck out of Parker in my opinion. That's crazy. He said Tarver just wants to fight. Facts. Reggie, Tarver just wants to check. Yeah, he does. I didn't even see Tarver try to call people out like, that guy can't train, man. He sucked. You need to come work with Antonio Tarver. I hate when old fighters do that. That is my pet peeve with older fighters. They always try to steal fighters away from other people. Instead of saying, man, add me to your camp, I can add to your game, man. They always say, man, that trainer don't know shit. You need to come with me. It's like, why would you do that? Like, your trainers didn't want people doing that when you were boxing, but you gonna go be a trainer that does that to somebody? Doesn't make any sense. Said Rick Glacier a fool for not putting Deion Williams #1 on that list. Rick Glacier, and this is why I wanted this list up here, because I wanted to talk about what I personally think. Like I said, Anthony Joshua #1. Usyk probably #2. I put Tyson Fury #3, but that's not saying anything for the heavyweight division. And I put Zhang #4 above Joseph Parker. But I seen Joe Joyce was calling Joseph Parker out for that rematch. He like, man, I'm finna go stop this motherfucker. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I want to see if Joseph Parker would go in there and be tentative, because he's a lot slimmer now than he was in that fight. I want to see if that would be a good fight. That would be a good fight. Or Joe Joyce versus Jared Anderson. That would be a good fight. But heavyweight division, man, it's not really popping right now. I mean, the #1 guy on most people's list is probably one of the most overrated guys in history, and it just ain't popping, man. It just is not popping. And I think I'm gonna release a list tomorrow. I'm gonna release a list and drop it on my community tab, and y'all tell me what y'all think about it. But yeah, like I said, before I get up out of here, I wanted to play Joe Rogan. I wanted Joe Rogan to get this work, man. Hold on, give me a sec. Of that. I wanted Joe Rogan to get this work before I get out of here. I just got a question for y'all. I wanted to see who did the yoga pose better. All positive. Was it Francis Ngannou, or was it Romain Stavern? You know the interesting thing about these knockouts? That was the first knockout that Anthony Joshua has where he put every single pound into his right hand. He, like, when Deontay Wilder knocked out what's that guy's name? Dominique Brazil. Go look at Dominique Brazil knockout and look at Anthony Joshua knockout of Francis Ngannou. They both did like a crow hop before they threw, and they threw that punch with every ounce of force they could generate. And shit, the yoga pose, man. I just want to know who did the shit better. He said definitely Stavern. Hilarious. Wait until boxing historian makes his heavyweight debut. That's messed up, bro. AJ definitely a Bill Fury. He said boxing historian 206 still undefeated at 0-0, bro. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out, man. Would you get in the ring with him? How about that? You talking that stuff? Would you get in the ring with boxing historian? But nah, before I get out here, like I said, I just want to give Joe Rogan a little bit of smoke. Because, like, I do like Joe Rogan. Don't get me wrong. But, man, bro, he was out there. He get bad takes when it comes to boxing. There, I said it. He's really good at knowledgeable about the UFC. But when he talks about boxing, he don't really give good takes. I mean, he knows the history. He's good at that shit. But he don't give good takes. And like I said, before I get out of here, he just got to eat this crow for a little bit. Joe Rogan, here, let me put this in your hand.
Francis Ngannou beat the best heavyweight boxer, and now Anthony Joshua stepped up.
everybody knows that the world heavyweight UFC champion will that dude up in a real fight. He didn't want no part of that. They tried to bring that up. He goes, no, I'm going to fight Usyk for the world title. Ngannou is a character in a movie. If you look at the adversity that guy went through, he was on my podcast and he told a story about how he escaped the part of Africa he's from and made it all the way to Morocco and then across to Europe, and that he had to do it over 14 months. They did it basically on foot and hitching rides, and 7 times he got arrested and sent back, and they put him in the desert. 7 times. And 7 times he made it back to Morocco and tried to get across again until he gets to France. And then he's homeless. He's sleeping in a parking structure. And he gets taken in by this guy who was eventually his trainer. And then they convince him to do MMA. He wants to box. And they convinced him to start training and learning MMA. And a few years later, he's the UFC heavyweight champion.
He said, I never heard about you, but I heard about you. And I said, I have to meet this man. I said, what? You never saw me? He said, no, but I heard about you.
Yeah,
so I had to meet Mike Tyson. So he's looking at me, and he's feeling my arm. He's like, did you really? Are you really Mike Tyson?
Yeah, man. You can say anything you want about the world heavyweight boxing champion, but everybody fucking knows that the world heavyweight UFC champion will fuck that dude up in a real fight. That's the reality of the world. That's the reality. Everybody knows that, especially everybody who knows he's the baddest dude on the planet. 100%. And the only person that has a chance is John Jones. If Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou in an MMA fight and beat Francis in an MMA fight, that would be more extraordinary than Francis beating Tyson Fury in a boxing match. Because at least a big part of Francis's skill set is his punching power and his hands. Whereas Tyson Fury has almost no experience in grappling, kicking, any of those skills. If he beat Francis in an MMA fight, that would be like the most incredible thing that anyone's ever done, ever. But no boxer has ever said in the middle of their, like as if Manny Pacquiao in the middle of his prime said, I'm going to fight MMA. That would be insane. And you'd probably get his face kicked off. Probably get strangled, probably get taken down, strangled, and he would be helpless. It's a different skill set. There's so much more to MMA. To me, it's more exciting to watch. It's certainly more complicated. It requires more of you. You have to train in multiple disciplines. Not that boxing is not insanely difficult, but MMA is the top. That's the top. And the MMA champion is widely regarded by almost anyone who's an expert as being the baddest man on the planet. Whatever weight class it is, the MMA champion is going to dominate someone who is just a boxer. Right. But you know, you've got some guys like Mike Tyson. If someone taught Mike Tyson kicking defense and how to take people down, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck when that guy's coming at you throwing punches. And Fury's not going to fight him again, I'll tell you that. Yeah. He didn't want no part of that. They tried to bring that up. He goes, no, I'm going to fight Usyk for the world title. Like, nobody wants to see that, buddy. What they want is you want in terms of scorecards. The fucking world, including boxers. All the boxers that were there said that he should have won. If I was Ngannou, I would tell him, I think he might be able to beat them all. I think he's that good. I think he's that much of a freak. He is the man now. He's in demand everywhere. Everybody saw that fight. And now Anthony Joshua stepped up. Whoo!
Yeah. Joshua, he's got so much damn potential.
He definitely does. But he comes back from every fight that he's had better, you know? I mean, one of the most impressive ones was he knocked out Klitschko. Oh, my God.
Klitschko's seen better days, though. He fought great that night.
But Klitschko dropped him first, and he came back and stopped him. That was a wild fight. Yeah, it's a great heavyweight time right now.
Joshua's no walkover. It's just that for some reason, I don't know, we expect a lot from Joshua for some reason. I guess maybe because English people are so behind him, we got caught up in the bandwagon too, but Americans expect a lot out of Joshua for some reason.
Well, he's an Adonis. He's like a perfect specimen. He has crazy power, and he's just an elite athlete. To have the Las Vegas odds, like the online betting odds, in the last round in his favor was fucking incredible, because it was like 14-1 at the start of the fight. Yeah. And at the end of the fight, he was favored, and he should have won. They fucked him. But they didn't, because the world saw it. Yeah. He was always more of a striker than anything else anyway, but he's such a quick study. If you look at the fight with Cyril Gane, he beats Cyril Gane with grappling with a fucking completely blown out knee. Yeah. But in a perfect world, Francis makes a fucking $1 kajillion, and then the UFC re-signs him, and then he fights John Jones for the most epic encounter in the history of combat sports. That is a perfect world. Yeah. That's a perfect world. But at least Francis, he got his flowers from the whole world. Yeah. The whole world saw it. You can fucking lie all you want. You could have your bullshit scorecards. You could have your paid-off judges. You could have your corruption. You could have your nonsense. Everybody knows what happened in that fight. And what happened in that fight was Francis Ngannou beat the best heavyweight boxer maybe ever. Maybe ever. Right. And then what happens if he fights all those other guys? 100%. What happens? That motherfucker hits so hard. And I was always wondering, how is his power with the big gloves on? Well, we fucking know. Yeah. We fucking know. The look on Tyson Fury's eyes when he went down in the third round from that left hook, he was like, oh, Jesus. And there was a moment in the second round that I yelled out. I was like, oh, he hurt him there. In the second round, there was a moment in the clinch where he hit Tyson Fury with an uppercut, but then the commentators didn't even notice it. He hit him with a right hand over the top. And the right hand was a short clubbing right hand. And you see the look in Tyson Fury's eyes where he's like, Jesus, that power is fucking extraordinary. But not just the power, but the intelligence to deliver that power in the most high-pressure situation imaginable. Your first boxing match is against the Gypsy King, a 6'9" fucking phenom who's one of the best boxers to ever do it. Amazing. And he just fucking cashed his own check. The Tyson Fury fight, to me, that's a real interesting one.
It's just weird to take him serious, because he's fucking really, he doesn't take the fighting serious. He's laughing at people, he's licking their blood. What's wrong with this guy, man?
But Mike, doesn't it take a certain amount of crazy to be the best?
You gotta be out of your you gotta totally be out of your mind.
And that's what he is, right? He's out of his his fucking mind.
It's totally out of your mind. Listen, nobody picked this up. What fighter comes in the ring with Patsy Cline crazy? He's trying to tell you I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
He's trying to let the people know I'm fucking losing my mind. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
This heavyweight championship's not what I thought it was. This is insanity. Listen, David's known for the father of Israel. He created Israel, right? What's the only thing you know David for? What is he known for? He created the whole nation, but what is he known for?
Killing Goliath.
Yes. He's done so many great things, but the only thing he's known for, if you're not a scholar really, the only thing you know David for is killing Goliath, a fight.
Yeah.
He's known for a fight. He created a whole nation, but he's known for a fight.
Yeah, he killed a big guy with a rock.
Yeah,
right?
Slingshot. And they chopped his head off.
Yeah.
Gotta love Mike Tyson dropping them fucking gems on us. Yeah.
By whose authority?
David is. We only know David for slaying Goliath. So I'll leave you guys with this, right? We gotta protect Ryan. Zoom in. If you're at work, zoom in. But if you're at work, like I want you to tighten up that earbud or Beats by Dre that you got in your ears. I want you to listen to me, brother. You know when I start whispering, this shit get real, brother. Brother, we gotta protect Ryan at all costs, brother. We can't let the Illuminati get this, brother. He's saving the children. He's saving the children. We have to protect this brother at all costs. And I'll leave you with that, brother. Serious message from the scholar. So before I end it, I normally end it with my outro, but we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to end it with a special guest that I had on the show. Special guest, you want to announce yourself? Joker from Batman. I'll see you guys on the next one. Joker, take us home.
He's sharp. Look at him. Look at him. I'm going to shoot his ass. He's fucking around today.
I remember you. You're the security guard of the building, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I've been having problems with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, man? I want to apologize to you, man.
Okay.
I hadn't had my medicine, man. I'm on psychotropic medicines, man. You know I'm schizophrenia, you know?
Right.
I hear voices, I see things they say this is not really there. And I just want to apologize to you because I was wrong. Hey, I've been working all day. I've been working for 12 hours all day. Can you just shake my hand?
Of course. That's all I've been wanting was an apology from you. That's it. That's all. I'm just trying to do my job, sir.
But you know what, sir? I was thinking about something.
Oh, motherfucker, this nigga crazy. Do it. Come on. Hey, you going to fucking jail, man. Yo, what? Hey, get the fuck off my property.
Fuck.
Gone.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I hate your ass. You the Uber driver took my motherfucking money. Bitch, I got money now. I got motherfucking money now. You know what? You thought I was gonna forgive you? I'm gonna get schizophrenia, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you, fuck that. Hey, you know what? I got my knife in my pocket.
And you better not bring that knife over here. Your ass gonna die tonight. Come on.
You got a gun?
Come on, motherfucker. Come find out.
You got a gun?
Come find out.
I don't think you got a gun. He's a rinky-dink motherfucking cop. You ain't even got a badge. Hey, you know what? Hey, big bro, I told you I take medication.
Calm down, man.
I don't know what be wrong with me. I just lost everything.
Oh!
And if I'm wrong for that, I don't give a fuck. Straight up.